Hello. I hope you are well. Welcome to the Life and Transitions Experts YouTube channel and Facebook group. I'm Courtney Rollins here as the founder and operator of Estate Pro Service, where I'm a life and transitions property specialist. I help people who are going through some of the biggest challenges and transitions in life come up with solutions for their property, whether that's a quick cash sale, as we're going to talk about today, or whether that's helping them list it for hopefully as much top dollar as they can on the open market, or perhaps they need some type of way to hold on to it and keep it in the family and make sure that they have it secured and avoid probate and other challenges that may come with ownership, or perhaps they're trying to figure out a way that they can, like it says, and or they can actually monetize it, turn it into a rental, turn it into a note. Whatever it is, the solution really depends on you and your situation if you find yourself in that situation. And my content really is designed based on the challenges and things I hear from people. I was just actually on the call on my dollars speaking to folks today, and I just call her Patricia. She has two lots that she's selling that because she just inherited them. Her late husband passed away. They were properties he was looking for investments. She is getting weary, has grown weary of the upkeep of maintaining the lawn, the land. There's actually let me look at my notes. What did she say she has on there? There's a billboard that has a 99-year lease on there that she's not receiving any money for. Great potential in the city of Raleigh. However, she's just tired and weary and doesn't know doesn't wants to know what her options are. She's actually in probate right now, and although North Carolina, this is from North Carolina, and I'm not an attorney, I'm not giving legal advice or even financial advice, but just sharing my experience and my opinions here. Property in North Carolina doesn't necessarily have to go through probate under certain circumstances, under many circumstances. She still finds herself with a probate open and figuring out what's the green light, what are options if she wants to sell this quickly and have this taken care of. And so, making this for her and making this for you if you find yourself in that situation. Or perhaps you're a practitioner and you're helping someone along the way and you want to know what my experience has been in this space. So let's take a look at some things to think about. We're going to look at really 6 things, all right? Number 1, quite often you will need to prepare some heir affidavit. And this is basically a family tree that shows who has ownership. The will may designate who's supposed to sell the property, but sometimes people pass away without a will, and there has to show, based on intestate law, who's still alive, who's living, and who has rightful ownership of the property. And once you have that, now this is all assuming that you've already opened the probate process, you've already started the probate, and you have been given, or someone who's working with you has been given the right to execute the wishes of the will or administer the estate. And so having this heir affidavit shows who the ownership is to, and you can also, once you have that, get people to sign off on the papers they need to sign off on, showing that they received the benefits based on when it's sold, or you can have people renounce their portion of or all of their benefits, so that it makes sometimes for a quicker actual transaction and sale. But this is one thing you'll need: an heir affidavit, and it can be as simple as drawing it on a sheet of paper, the tree line with people's names and their living status, or whether they're deceased. And you may want to get it notarized, which actually I think it does have to get notarized, but you can definitely double check on all of that, and of course check with the estate professional with any of this here. You have the affidavit for notice to creditors. It at least has to show that you've already placed the notice to creditors. During the probate process, there has to be a way for folks who have claims for debts and things owed to them from the estate to have a chance to raise their hand and say, hey, this is owed. And so actually having that placed in the approved publication, it has to go out for at least 4 weeks, 4 consecutive weeks, and then 90 days after that, all creditors have the right to submit their claims. But as the estate only needs to at least have it published once and receive the heir affidavit from the approved publication, have that submitted to the court's office, and then usually with the heir affidavit and the affidavit for notice to creditors, what I meant to say, those two together will be able to show the closing attorney who's experienced in this case that they have the right to sell. So sometimes you may find attorneys who say no, and sometimes that no means I don't know, I didn't know how to do it. And so there are definitely some attorneys, closing attorneys, real estate attorneys who are very understand how to do this work. So if you need someone, reach out. I can point you in the right direction. I do believe I have some awesome partnerships with some attorneys who, no affiliation. We just call them partners because we work on many deals together. But it doesn't mean I have to get inside your deal if you're a practitioner and all that good stuff. So yeah, I'll send it along. And of course, market the property. There's so many resources right at your fingertips with your phone, with your computer, Facebook Marketplace, even old school Craigslist. If you want to hire a realtor, you can. The more professional and more support you get, the more it's going to cost you and eat in on the money that the state's going to receive and potentially the heirs are going to receive. But just be aware of that. Just be loud with your marketing if that's what you're inclined to do. There are other options where you could send a loan to someone that's a trusted cash buyer and they could have it done quickly and relatively with ease and without as much of the noise. But it really depends on what your convenience and comfort level and your needs are for yourself and for the estate. But regardless, no one's going to know really about it unless you market it or unless you get a call from folks like me who are saying, hey, are you interested in selling your property? So you could also be on the lookout for that. But being proactive is usually a really good move, right? And of course, if you're trying to sell this for top dollar, expect sometimes to wait longer if you price it properly. If you trade in speed and convenience, or if you want speed and convenience, quite often you're going to be trading it for a discounted price. So pricing it right really depends on what you want, what your needs, and right really depends on what is right for you. And of course, highlight the potentials. Think about the end buyers. Is this an investor trying to sell this trying to purchase this because they want it as a rental? Perhaps they want to be able to fix it and update it and have a great property in that area and resell it. It really depends. Does it have a great porch when people are really appreciate porches in the area? Does it not have a pool when that may be a benefit because some people may have found issues in that area. Whatever the benefits are, highlight that. Having a professional help you do that could really help you as well. But you could also just find the benefits of the property and think about the end buyer. Put yourself in their shoes to help you think of that. All right, and last but not least, someone like me or even me, reach out to us, probate property specialist. That's our Jimmy Jam, as I said earlier, and we may be able to offer some solutions that fit exactly and perfectly for you. So I'm Courtney at estateproservice.com. That's my email, I should say. And my site is estateproservice.com. If you're listening to this, feel free to check us out and check me out. Definitely will give you a no hassle, no obligation offer if it fits our buying box and buying criteria. And if it doesn't, at least give you a reason why and hopefully point you in some direction that you can get some resources there. Whatever your needs are, right? All right. This is a quick and short and easy peasy one. I would appreciate it if you go down in the comments to let me know what you think. Let me know what questions you have. Hit the like button, subscribe. Let folks know that, hey, this is some content that's helpful, because if you think it's helpful, perhaps other people out there would think it's helpful, and this is the way we're able to get that message, get that word out, and help a lot of people. All right, so this is the Life in Transitions Experts podcast. That is LITE. Let your light shine. Cheers.